Alright, so I'm going to do another video about diving into some of the overpriced, but also sometimes bizarre stuff you'll find on eBay when you search up Doctor Who stuff. So, yeah, Dalek prototype burning stove art piece. Like, as soon as I saw that title, just like, I've got to see what this thing is, and there is a video of it, which I haven't watched yet, so let's watch it together. Okay, I thought it would have been a video demonstration, but it's literally just showing the whole thing around. How long does this go on for? Bloody hell. Are the photos just screenshots of this video? But, yeah, this thing is... It is quite large, I'd say, looking at the pictures, I'd say it's probably... 2/3 of the way, or, well, just under 2/3 of the way of a full-size Dalek. That's just going off the pictures. Obviously, it's based on the Dalek's Invasion Earth 2150 AD one, but yeah, it does look like a functional thing. But yeah, is this something... So, okay, so there is a picture of it actually burning, and it does look quite nice. It looks like the eye goes up as well, which isn't shown... Or does it? No, it's just that up at an angle, I thought so. But yeah, let's see the seller's description. So, prototype. So this guy was professionally built, 10 years, 3/4 size. So yeah, it was about right. 1.3 meters tall. Yeah, about it being a prototype. A prototype would suggest that, it was something that was meant to be released, but it just looks like someone has just built this or commissioned someone to build this. But, yeah, £4,000 though, and also collection in person. I don't know whether this is reasonable or not, because because I know wood burning stoves can vary a lot in price, so £4,000, I don't know whether that is reasonable or not. It is make best offer as well, so yeah, I'm going to hold off on that. Something that definitely isn't worth the money, which, here we go. A signed fucking Funko Pop. Yeah, a signed Funko Pop of Jodie Whittaker. £2,504.79 plus. Since it's from America, £83.49 postage, and I think since it's from the US, you'll probably also have to pay import fees probably on top of that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's just a Funko Pop signed by Jodie Whittaker. Limited to 1,300. Which is an odd amount, 1,300. Oh, I get it, 13. Okay. But, yeah, who is going to pay that? Like, do you know what it's like? Regardless of what you think of Funko Pops, that ain't worth it. That is not worth it. No, sorry. So, yeah, just taking a look at some of the most expensive items. Yeah, just really odd. And then you get stuff like this, screen use props. I think I showed this one last time, which is one of the twin heads. And yeah, they just look like that. I can understand being that price. And then there's that book again. Do you remember that book? Yeah. Oh, here we go. A VHS, Tongues of Weng Chiang. This is the rare Australian version. No. Regardless, and no. Alright. I'm going to say this right now, right? I don't think things on formats like this should be worth the money. Like, no one should buy this for $2,000. Regardless, because, like, there's no advantage to it. Like, with cassettes and vinyl records and even reel-to-reel tape, they can still sound decent. They can still sound excellent in a lot of cases. It all depends on, obviously, the equipment, the recording and that. But in terms of analog video, VHS does not look good. It just doesn't. And, like, the best VHS tape out there, it's just going to be outclassed by a DVD. It just is. That is just the way it is, unfortunately. It is limited to those 240 lines. That is just what it's limited to. Now, in terms of stuff like SVHS and stuff like that, then yeah, you're getting a bit better. And then when you go on to D-Theatre, which is HD video on a VHS tape, an SVHS tape, then yes, you do get HD. It's still going to be outclassed by a Blu-ray, though. But yeah, you can see you can buy a UK version there, so yeah, no real advantage there other than it being the rare Australian one. Extremely rare. You know what? One of only 4 of which were released in Australia before any other countries. So, let's just copy that. And we'll see if there's any more on eBay. And no, there isn't. But I'm gonna go... Like, to be honest, I don't know. Again, look, the original DVD release. 2 Doctors original DVD release. So, anyway, let's see if there's any more bizarre stuff and that on there. You can see you got a load of B&M stuff and that here. Some of which is not too badly priced, to be quite frank. Especially those B&M sets there, you know. 4th Doctor and K-Wrong Robot, £30. To be honest, considering you also get free delivery, that's not bad. There's only one left. But yeah, not bad, to be honest, with some of this stuff. You can see that I think these were BBC Shop exclusive Enemy of the World and Web of Fear. The limited edition versions, which literally the only difference was the slipcase. And it's not worth buying this version. It's out of print anyway, because there's the special edition version, which you should buy, because obviously you get new special features and that, and you also get a new transfer of the Ian Levine episode 6 from that story, which is in better quality. Not significantly better, but you know, might as well go for that one. And obviously Web of Fear, there's now a special edition version, which you should avoid the animated episode 3, go with the reconstruction, or even the fan animated one. But yeah, Series 5 Steelbook. That's actually a good deal. That is actually a good deal. Now, it is on DVD. It is on DVD, which... I think this was the last time that they... Correct me if I'm wrong. No, Series 6 actually probably was, yeah. Series 6 was the last one they did a special edition on DVD. For Series 7 onwards, they only did, like, special limited editions on Blu-ray from then on. But there you go, there's a buy it now one there for that price. So, yeah, because looking to see, kind of what there is. Because some of this stuff may be outlandish and some of this stuff is just kind of, all over the place. Oh, Dimensions in Time. Well, except... So, custom Recon DVD case with extras free. With free extras. So, basically, on eBay, you are not allowed to sell custom DVDs, like basically the burned or even your own pressed DVDs, if you don't have the license to. So what a lot of people do is they make custom DVD cases, and when they say free extras, basically they're putting in a blank DVD that'll have either a reconstruction on there, because a lot of people do that with reconstructions. They put the loose cannon reconstructions onto a DVD, do a custom DVD case, and say that they're selling the DVD case but with some free extras, and that's what you're really paying for. And with this, that isn't a sticker there, that is just clearly part of the print. But yeah, they've done that, but no special features, which is interesting because there actually are special features, or what would be released as special features for this. There is a behind the scenes that is available and outtakes that are available. So, yeah. Now, will we ever get Dimensions in Time released? Well, there's a lot of legal loopholes in that. Basically, all the actors and everyone involved with this signed off their basically rights and fees and that for repeat viewing and also licensing. So because it was for children in need, on the understanding that it would only be aired for children in need, which is why it hasn't been released. Now, there may be a legal loophole that one day they might be able to put it on as a special feature, possibly, but again, it's kind of stuck in that sort of legal loophole. So there's only two options that are available. One is basic, depending on the contract, because it could be, if it's a timed contract, then it may be until, a certain amount of time later, or it could, the only other way that would guarantee is they'd have to go to each individual or each individual's estate if the deceased, like John Pertwee, and basically get permission from each and every one of them in order to get that released. But yeah. But let's see the description. Dimension Time with free extras. Condition is new. Please message me before buying. Will come in a black case. So yeah, that's something else I mentioned, that it's in a black case, which are generally cheaper than clear cases. I know. But yeah, I think it's the same person selling a massive job lot of them. Alright, Mission to the Unknown, Space, Alex Wheeling, Space Galaxy Master Plan, Celestial Toymaker. Now, Celestial Toymaker, there is that fan animation, which I've been tempted to do a review of it, but I don't know, it's one of those things like, should I review a fan animation? Because, I kind of feel like it's one of those things that, shouldn't really be touched, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why they bother putting the special features thing if they're just listing no special features whatsoever. Because a lot of these, if they're taking the loose cannon versions, a lot of the loose cannon ones have introductions from basically either a cast member or someone else who was involved. A lot of them do have that. But yeah, who knows, maybe one of these, well, certainly probably one of these will probably come to animation supposedly this year, but it still hasn't 100% been decided. So yeah, one of these is going to become outdated because it'll get an official release. Okay, so we've done high stuff. Let's go low. We got an Eagle Moss. That Cyber Controller seems to be one of the most common ones, at least in terms of Cybermen. Oh yes, Utopia. So yeah, who remembers the days when you used to get DVDs in a newspaper, or even sometimes in a cereal box in the post? And yeah, it was something very cheap and easy to do. The last one I remember ever getting was a one, I think it was it released with the Mirror, and it had The End of Time parts 1 and 2, and also the 11th Hour, and that was a free one that was on DVD. And I remember for quite a while that is how I had The End of Time on DVD. I had it on a DVD that was released free in a newspaper. Obviously, since I've gotten the Blu-ray and everything, but yeah, this is an interesting thing. But yeah, Utopia, the first of the 3-parter finale. So yeah, interesting cover because you've got John Sim on there, and who is very poorly cut and pasted over the top, even though he doesn't appear until the very end, and he's not wearing his black suit. That isn't until the sound of drums, so yeah, interesting that's on there. And it's just the one episode as well. Now, this was also very common that they put a first part on there, obviously, you know, to get you interested in that, and then they go, oh, you can buy the rest of this on Notice it also says it's taken from Doctor Who Series 3 Volume 4 DVD, but is also available as a complete series, so yeah. But yeah, 65... This is bidding as well, 65p plus £1 delivery. This would only cost, I think it's 70p to deliver anyway, because you could easily put that as just a letter. Like, you could literally, if you had an envelope big enough, you could just send it as a letter. So yeah, I mean, it is an interesting thing, but like the content itself is not really an interesting thing. It's just the actual packaging, you know, as a collector's item. I don't know if there's anyone who actually does collect these or not. Let me know if you do. And then obviously there's the Doctor Who DVD files. There's another one. This one's £1.70, but the postage is free. And this one just has Smith and Jones. And yeah, the artwork and everything itself is more interesting. So how many of these did they release? How many did they release? There's the actual Volume 1, £2.90. Okay, so it seems like they just did the first Smith and Jones and Utopia. And then they also did a couple from Series 2 as well. School Reunion. And Doomsday. Okay. Why Doomsday? Like, sure, you know, why Doomsday? Like, why wouldn't you do Army of Ghosts? Because it's like, why do the second part of a 2-parter? You know, the whole point is that you give them the first part, and that sort of reels them in, you know, reels people in going, oh, they want to know what happens next, which is to entice them. But yeah, why do this? Because the whole aim is for people who haven't, you know, seen it or don't own it, and it's a bit odd. It is a bit odd. Now, interestingly, I've just noticed, main soundtrack stereo. Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I'll have to find one, but I'm pretty sure Series 2 should be in 5.1. Now, that could also be to So yeah, and there shouldn't be the issue of saving room on the disc because, well, there should be plenty of room on the disc. Oh look, they did do Army of Ghosts as well. So part 1 was News of the World, and then part 2 was with the Sun. These covers should be flipped the other way around, though. You've got the Daleks on Army of Ghosts and the Cybermen on the front of Doomsday, where really it should be more the other way around, because that's when the focus kind of shifts. I remember these ones from the Sun. I had all of these. And because of them, well, Series 1 I already owned by that point. But, yeah, these are what got me into buying Earthshock Spear from Space and Robots of Death, because they were that's how I sky. But anyway, yeah. Oh, here's a Series 2 standalone. Oh, it doesn't show the back. I want to see if the single releases are in 5.1, but they're all just pictures of the front. I need a picture of one on the back. Does this have a picture of one on the back? Okay, so it is stereo. I swear, I thought it was a 5.1. Maybe there's something that was ad-lib. I swear. Hang on. Obviously, nowadays it is a 5.1 surround sound release, but yeah. Maybe it's on the complete series box set. I'm not just looking at this to just find something like this. I'm interested, and just looking at some of these. Okay, we'll go back to best match. We'll just look at Series 3 there, it's a slim case. Come on, picture of the back. Need one with the picture of the back. Someone's selling the Time Monk Scott on its own. Okay. Don't bother buying that now because it's getting its Blu-ray release later this month. Oh, Steelbook. Great, £175. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Main soundtrack, stereo and 5.1. So was that something added later on, or was that something... no picture of the back. I need a picture of the back. So this is the original release, and someone has put the booklet in there, so I can't see the back of it. I want to see the back. I don't know if it's something that was added for that or not. Let's try Series 1. We need to find a picture of the back. The internet is going slow. Okay, so this one I think was a limited edition one, and here we go. Yeah, this does have surround. Okay, so it seems like the surround... That's interesting, I didn't know that. So it seems like the surround sound was exclusive to the box sets. Yeah. Okay, I mean, that does make sense in the terms of enticing people to buy the box sets, but also it could be a case of limited disc space. But yeah, I always thought it was, but yeah, there we go. So that's it for this video. I kind of waffled on that a lot. What was the point of it? Who knows, but there we go.